all you freaks and geeks. It's me, again. So it was recently brought to my attention that prom is coming up last weekend, and this weekend, and next weekend. It's a bunch of weekends. I'm not going to prom, because I'm old. Prom is this big dance. I'm sure everybody knows what prom is. I mean, it's the subject of a lot of movies, you know, horror movies, teen romance movies, weird high school fetish movies. In my high school, there was this rule that if you were a freshman or sophomore, you couldn't go to prom. A lot of other high schools didn't have that rule. You could be a freshman and go to prom, or sometimes they restricted freshmen, but everybody else could go to prom. I don't know why that was. It was weird. I was actually asked to go to prom. Yeah, that's right. This was asked to go to prom. It was actually a really funny story. My whole prom experience was just one weird fucking mess. On the day that I was asked to go to prom, I was with a bunch of my friends working on a group project for my school. As part of our service hours thing, we basically set up daycare. That's basically what happened, was we were babysitters. And I was sitting on the couch because I was super tired and it was like 7 in the morning and I hated getting up at 7 in the morning. I hated getting up earlier to be somewhere at 7 in the morning. At the time, I was a junior. Everybody in that house was a senior. I was the youngest one there. So one of my friends came up to me and she was like, hey, we're gonna go to church because it was Sunday. Do you want to go with us? And I was like, ha 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 ha, no. She kind of gave me this like, oh shit look, and went to the next room and I came back and she's like, hey, we're gonna go get donuts. I was like, I thought you guys were going to church. And she's like, well, we're all gonna go get donuts instead. You wanna come? It's like, yeah, okay, donuts, sounds awesome, let's go. So it was just me and my 2 friends. We're gonna change their names, Tamaray and Alicia. So Tamaray and Alicia and I went into the car and we took the longest way around to get to Walmart. And then we got there and like they didn't even go for the donuts. And I was like, aren't we getting donuts? And they were like, oh right, donuts. Well, we want to go shopping first. And I was like, fine, whatever. I'm gonna go get the donuts. We met up around the cashiers and they were talking on the phone and they saw that I was coming and they hung up. That's a little weird. Okay, whatever. But I didn't really think about it at the time. So they were like, okay, let's go home. I was like, you guys get anything? Because they had like nothing. And Ashley was like, oh yeah, we were gonna get bread or lunch make stuff. So they went to go get pizza. I was like, that's kind of redundant. That's kind of why we were here, right? Get donuts and then they were gonna go shop, whatever. So we got in the car, we went to the house, we pulled up and I was on my phone. I was just busy texting whoever, like my mom or something. Point is, I wasn't paying attention when we pulled into the driveway. And then Tamaray and Alicia turned around and they were like, oh man, what's that in the window? We get out of the car and there was like, the guys had stuck up a bunch of signs on the window that said prom, and I was like, oh, that's cute, who's getting asked to prom? You know what? Fucking. So Ashley, Taylor, and Tyler, and Austin. I tried. I did try. I can't keep up with this. I'm so bad at fake naming people. I was like, oh my gosh, Taylor, is Tyler asking you out to prom? That's amazing. Like, no, we're already going to my prom. And I was like, so he's asking you out again? Wait, is Austin asking you, Ashley? And she's like, oh my god, Bailey, no, Tyler is asking you to prom. And I was like, no. Tyler comes out of the house and he's like, so do you want to go to prom? I was looking at Taylor all expectantly and she was like, gonna fucking tell me you're gonna go to prom with him? I was like, oh, wow, yes, yeah, sure, I'll go to prom with you. And that's how I got asked to prom. I was a fucking idiot and thought that somebody else was gonna be going to prom. He didn't really give me a lot of time to prepare, right? Because, like, usually people start asking their dates like a month or 2 in advance, right? Or like at least a month. Tyler asked me 2 weeks before prom. And I was like, fuck, I don't even have a dress. I don't have hair. Fuck. Against all odds, I got a dress and I was prepared for prom. I got him a really cool boutonniere. He got me a nice corsage and it was super cute. The corsage came on this cute little bracelet thing that I still have. So we get to prom. Not a lot of people talk about this, but before prom there's this thing called promenade. I'm petting my dog, by the way. This is Darby, right Darby? Where you show up like an hour before the dance and it's more for the parents, promenade. When you show up, they take pictures of you and your date and it's super cute. They gave me these note cards. They told us, okay, just write your names on it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I take a note card because Tyler wasn't there yet, or he was, but he was doing something, I don't remember. So like an idiot, I was like, I'm gonna write my name in big letters so they can see it. But it really turned into basically this. we got to the DJ and I was like, here, I got the card. And Tyler was like, where's my name? And I'm like, oh shit, was I supposed to write your name on it too? We were the last ones too, so it's not like I can run back and get another one. Turned it around and flipped it, wrote his name, and the DJ was like, just put it on the same card. I was like, it is on the same card. It's me and this guy. Well, where's his name? It's like, it's on the back of the note card. It's like, oh, well, can you put it on the front? And I was like, oh, fuck. I was nervous, you know, I'd never been to prom before. I didn't really know what to expect aside from the movies, but we were a private school. I didn't even know what the theme was. No one knew what the theme was until we got there. The theme was cowboys. It was Western. So the dinner that we got before the dance, because they provide dinner for you, was like chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and some shitty dessert with peanuts in it. I basically didn't eat. The food was gross. It's disgusting. The dance itself was nice. I felt bad though because once we were done with dinner, the medicine for my sinus infection that I had taken hours before started to wear off. I felt so bad. Tyler, if you're watching this, I swear to God, I wasn't avoiding you. And the reason why I left during most of the slow songs was to go to the bathroom to blow my nose. I would dance to all these awesome songs, you know, snot dripping down my nose, and I was like, oh no, hopefully no one sees me, oh no. Slow dance, I was like, shit, I'm gonna be in close proximity with Tyler. I better go wipe my nose. I tried to figure out when the slow songs were so I could time it, but I never figured it out, and I always missed the slow songs. I think I only danced to 2. I'm sorry, that was bad. I called my dad, and my dad showed up with my medicine. It was funny because we had to sneak him in through the back. I was like, Dad, you can't be here, I'm sorry, but I really need this medicine. And the cops didn't even notice. There was like minimal security. There was like one security guard, and he was outside of the dance hall. That was it, just the one guy. So anybody could have come into our prom and could have like kidnapped anybody or killed or ripped one of our dresses off and paraded around pretending that he was a pretty princess, whatever. No security. Dad came in, I took my medicine, and finally started to kick in towards the end of prom when we were all getting ready to go to after prom, and I felt so bad. It's really not the prom that most people remember. It's always after prom. And let me tell you, after prom of 2011 was the best. A lot of people will look back at 2011's after prom and be like, oh shit, that was the worst night of my life, but let me tell you. So we get to after prom, and in after prom you don't wear your dresses or your tuxes, you go in casual clothes. Hell, most people still had their hair in, they were wearing their PJs or sweatpants or whatever, and had the best fucking time ever. We had everything, holy shit, we had a hypnotist at the end of the night, we had stupid carnival games that we could win tickets for a raffle for. The prizes for the raffle were awesome. We had snow cone maker there, like ice cream and shit, and it was awesome. But the one thing I remember most, aside from the free food, because I didn't eat, I basically ate it after prom. No. The thing that everybody remembers, that I remember especially most, was the giant inflatable slide. So we had a giant inflatable slide that wasn't well regulated at all. Like at all. You could just go in and that was it. You didn't need tickets to go on these things, you just kind of did it, and then you won tickets for doing them, so a lot of people just went on the slide and got the ticket from there. At the beginning of the night, I didn't go on the slide because I noticed something a little odd. 1, no regulation. 2, too many people on that damn slide. 3, there was nothing securing the slide to the floor. It was just freestanding. A giant inflatable balloon was just freestanding and not well regulated, and a bunch of high schoolers were crawling up the side to go down. I remember it like it was yesterday. So I was standing on the balcony and I was seeing all these people swarm up the sides, and I'm like, oh shit, that's not gonna be supportive enough. The slide buckles in on itself with people still on it and flips over. There were people screaming and like, oh my god, it was like a movie. It was like Titanic. And as soon as that thing went over and everything started going quiet, you could hear me laughing. I was the only one laughing in the fucking gym. I mean, nobody was seriously hurt. A lot of people got floor burn from the gym floor because it was wooden. I mean, I saw a couple people with like, you know, big, really bad burns that like tore up a little bit of skin so it was bleeding, but not super bad. No one walked away with more than a bruise or cut, and I was still laughing. This is the greatest moment of my life. So that was my first and last prom experience. For those of you going off to prom, have fun, be safe, be smart. Please don't go to prom drunk, don't do drugs, stay in school, all that good stuff. Make sure you're not sick the day of prom and you're not stupid about it like I am. And if you see a giant inflatable slide, don't go on it if there's a lot of people, and make sure that it is also secured so you don't die. Thank you all for watching. I hope everybody has a nice and safe prom. I'll see you next time. Adios.